This is Edna J. White, and I thank you so much for joining me today. And today we're going to be talking about emotions and feelings. This video goes along with the blog that I've written, It Hurts to Feel. And what we're going to discuss today is the emotional part and the emotional journey that I went through that you can relate to too. So let's begin. I wanted to share with you, first of all, one thing that I've learned about holding in emotions and holding in feelings. And it happened to me when I was about 23, 24 years old. And I had decided in my life that I had been hurt so long and so badly from the age of 5 to 15 and on, even to my older ages, that I had, really decided that no one else was going to hurt me. And I remember starting modeling, and I had such a staunch face, and all my teachers used to say, you have a great smile. Why don't you smile? Well, at that point, I was very angry and I was very disgusted with people in general. That I decided that I wasn't going to let anyone in. So what I decided to do was numb myself and put up a force field around me so anyone that tried to get in couldn't get in. And if I wanted to get out, I couldn't get out. So what happened with that is I would numb my feelings. If someone hurt me or if someone said something abrupt to me, I would numb myself. That included my facial gestures. My face would not reply and my mouth wouldn't reply. So I would allow people to say and do and even think that they'd done things to me, thinking that it wasn't affecting me, but it was. So holding those feelings down, whether it be, crying or saying something out loud or speaking my piece or just punching the daylights out of someone, holding those things inside created misery within my body. And my body started to feel it. And at 23 years old, I contracted shingles very badly on both of my sides and on sides of my hips. And I was very, very sick for a very long time. And not until the point that I realized I asked myself, what's making me sick? I live a healthy life. I'm not really bad at doing overly indulging in anything, but what could be making me sick? And when I did go to the doctor said to me, well, you're too young to be having this. You've had chickenpox in your life. You're too young. And I said, what do you mean too young? I've heard of people having shingles. And he said, well, for him, in his line of work, he finds it comes from stress. And he says, you're 23 years old. You're too young to have stress. And right then I knew that my life had to change. Right then I knew that I had to respond differently. So from that point on, I began to seek help, to seek mentors, to seek counseling, and to kind of direct myself and then take all the information that they gave me and start to apply it to my life. And at that point, I began to grow and I began to heal and I began to get a better understanding of everything that comes into my life. No, I'm not an emotionalist. No, I feel, I smile, I laugh, I get mad, I get sad, I grieve, all those emotions, and God gives them all to you, not for you to put them in the back burner or not to use them, but actually go through them. Let them go through your spirit, soul, and body, and your mind. Just let them flow out. And then process them and move on with your life. You learn from the emotions because then you can feel more. Because what ground that doesn't get wet sometimes when you cry, that doesn't get wet, grows. It doesn't grow. So those things come out sometimes from crying, whether it be, not grieving your mother or not grieving your father, or there's a situation in your life that's really, really, really bad, that's touched your very core of your essence, and you've gone through so much already. What better way is to cry it out? And what I find that I did another thing was I started going to the gym and I started punching a punching bag. I got myself, boxing gloves, and I started doing something productive with my body. I started exercising, and I started taking care of myself. See, when you put time in for yourself, other things on the outside won't bother you. So you'll be able to feel, you'll be able to be emotional, and you'll be able to be happy. Thanks for watching. Love yourself.